Hey, what's up? My name is Valar Gaming. I am a YouTuber that has played mostly Raid Shadow Legends, but I will be going pretty hard in the Marvel Strike Force. It's the game I play primarily right now, and I'm having the most fun with. It's a type of game that got me into this genre anyway, so I'm just going to play what I have fun with and go from there right now, because I've honestly not been into my primary game, and time to end it a little bit on that. So anyway, without further ado, I am going to be doing a hell of a lot more Marvel Strike Force videos. And I'm a beginner at Marvel Strike Force. Even though you're level 71, I'm still early game. Today is my day 150. We're going to go over 5 mistakes that I feel like I've made with my account. But here we are, 150 days. I did a video with 120. I'm going to do a heck of a lot more videos. And if there are things people want to see, I actually want to kind of bring them on the channel to a degree as well. If they're really good at something. And the number one thing, so the first thing, I'm just going to get right into it actually. The first thing that I did not do when I started playing the game, because I was playing very casually, and now I would say I'm actually kind of hardcore, is I didn't really learn much. Just kind of clicked a whole bunch of buttons and was like, oh, I'll just play it exactly as I played all these other games before. And I didn't get into a good alliance. I just went with one alliance that they plop you into whenever you get alliances open up. Now, I've also been through the gamut in this game as far as I got into an alliance that was doing the right raids and U6 and stuff, but they weren't doing them enough. That was after being in my first total crap alliance that ran like 2 raids a week, and I had no idea that was terrible, right? And then the other alliance was like, okay, we would run more raids, but then maybe it was 3 times a week, and it was only 10 people in the alliance that were active. Then I got into an awesome alliance that I was actually underpowered for. They're doing U7 and everything, and I was just like an energy or a raid ticket battery. I could barely hit 1 node. They were a phenomenal alliance. So don't get me wrong. These guys are great. I have respect for that alliance. And they kind of carried me for a couple weeks. But I actually made the choice. I said, look, I don't think I'm going to fit in this alliance. And it doesn't make sense for me to stay here because I can't really contribute much. And I want to be a contributor, and I actually want to grow with the alliance. I don't just want to be like a floater, or like a freeloader, I guess would be the best word. And now I got in this alliance, so shout out to my alliance members in Knights Assemble. This alliance is sick good. Very well run. Everyone is active in the alliance, so you can see we all have 600 tickets. You really want that. Now, obviously, we just actually, I don't know if it's just reset or whatever, but pretty much everybody's active. Everybody gets 600 tickets. We're able to launch both raids every single day, which is huge. And I'm in the right level of raid for where my account is at right now. We're doing U6 0.5 difficulty, I believe it is. So here we're going to look at that. U6, difficulty 5, yep. And then we're on the Gamma 3 raid. We complete, I believe, about 60% of this every single day. And we're only at like 30% of this, but that's okay. And the Alliance is super active. We just won our war that we had here. Everybody's active and participates. It makes it more fun and engaging. And the fun thing is getting an alliance where people are around the same level as you are. I think it's important to be growing with each other. And I think I sort of made the mistake of being too high too fast, right? Especially with that U7 alliance. I thought, wow, I'm going to get a whole bunch of T4s. But the truth is, it's not as good as it seems because you actually need the T2s and the T3s, right? So U6 is where I should be. Do what fits your account the best. So with that being said, that's mistake number 1, was not finding a good alliance. I'm going to do some cool stuff with my alliance members too. I want to find out what they know, what ideas they'd like to see, and kind of at the beginning, maybe cater to my alliance a little bit as far as what type of content they would like added, and then what they have to add as well, and bring them on like on a Discord voice chat on the video and see what they have to share. So the other thing too is not staying focused on one team. So that's my second mistake, is I was all over the place, and I was focused. I was doing X-Men and Guardians at the same time. So I have a lot of teams that are not necessarily... God, I wish you can get the squad management from here. Okay, so I'm sure everybody wishes that, right? I know that's already a big thing. So let's actually sit here and say change teams and then look at these squads. This is probably another mistake, I guess I could say, is my squads. I have some squads that are pretty well powered and some squads I haven't even worked on at all. So I'm thinking I didn't spread myself out enough. Most of these games I played, you want to build your roster real fat with one team before you go on to other ones. But here, you got to kind of stop your team a little bit. Like right now, I'm actually stopping my symbiotes so I can work on this AIM team to get through villains 7-1 through 7-3, so I can then farm Hela and everything and farm the Asgardians to get Black Bolt. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. But I'm only working on them, then I'll cycle back and go through the other teams as I want to get more gear up. But I think it's important to set those things and just try to work on one team at a time. And it really isn't as long as you think. Like after a week, maybe two, you'll have the team to a nice level, and then you can switch to another team. And I kind of like the broad diversity of teams in this game as well. It's more team focused instead of just single character focused. So you want to build as many teams as you possibly can. The other thing is I kind of broadly whaled, so it ties them together. I'm not a whale. I'm actually a light spender. Well, I'll call myself a dolphin, right? Every now and then I might say, hey, I'll spend $100 this month or $200 or whatever. But on average, it's like $50 a month I'll spend on a game. That's the average. But I will whale sometimes, very rarely though. But so I call myself a dolphin. That's kind of what I would consider myself. But I bought the X-Men pack. I bought all the packs. And then I was trying to build everybody at one time. So it ties in together. I feel like if you are going to whale and you're a new player, go into this game and whale on like Asgardians or Symbiotes first, and that's it. Pick one of those, whale the hell out of them if that's what you're going to do. If you're going to whale. I kind of spread my whaling all over the place because I was just like, I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with it. Now I've been playing the game for 150 days, and honestly, I love the freaking game. This is my favorite game right now. So this is my hobby YouTubing and actually my hobby playing games. So I'm going to stick to playing what I like and what I want to do because this is all for fun for me. But I also want to add value to the community and be part of the community. So expect to see my face and name a lot more within the Marvel Strike Force community, because I am going to be involved there. And if you're a raid follower, I apologize, but expect to see my name a lot less. I may actually quit. That's just the truth. So anyway, the other thing too is this is kind of a funny one. Now these are in no particular order and no particular the importance or anything like that. I didn't know what the hell these damn milestone events were at first, and I just thought, oh, whatever. I completely ignored them for a while, and I think I ignored a little bit of the Symbiote Spider-Man one. It might have been the Emma Frost one of the Emma Frost events. So I'm a little behind on where I could be for that because I just didn't even pay attention to it. And where you could actually do things to fulfill these events more. And I would say manage your resources so that you can save up gold. That's another thing. I spent gold like crazy, right? Save up gold so you can hit these high roller events when it's a milestone character like a Symbiote Spider-Man or an Emma Frost. I actually kind of like that there's always one of these events going on, because even this Purple Gear event, which seems like it's the normal stuff that happens, I honestly don't know. Seems like it's the normal stuff that happens in between character milestone events. But the stuff it gives you is really useful. The gear credits for my account, I need them, right? I need gear credits, so there's that. And then the other thing, and I'm still learning this, so I'm not going to come out and say, hey, I'm the best Marvel Strike Force player and I know all this stuff. I'm a new 150-day account. In this game, I'm a freaking noob, right? I'm a total noob, and I'm still learning every freaking day. So I want to actually document that journey. So I will be doing YouTube videos on this. Plus, I'm going to be doing Twitch as well. So if you want to follow me on Twitch, plan to stream Marvel Strike Force now twice a week is what my plan is. And get more involved in the community here as well. And just be part of it. That's pretty much it. And then the last thing is I still don't know it. Like learning the positions of where characters go. So, and is this the right order as far as where these guys should go? Let's just go throw them in and hit it on auto, right? I think it's the right order, but I don't know for sure, right? I just basically went in there and said, okay, I'm going to put Symbiote Spider-Man as far away from Anti-Venom as I can. That's the only thing that I thought. I don't know if I'm doing the right positioning or not on it. So there's some real basics I got to learn with that, because it's actually really important in this game, which is a little different than any other game that I've played like this. So those are my 5. There's not going to be a whole ton on this, right? I just wanted to keep this fun, brief, synopsis on this. We'll look at my roster here in a second, too, after we go through this little battle here. I won't have you sit through this. I'll actually just kind of, come back in when we go look at my roster. Alright, before we wrap things up, I did a video at 120 days. I want to say I was just under 1 million or something. I'm not really 100% sure. Now I'm at 1.33 million as far as total collection power goes. I am probably handicapping myself a little bit right now by hoarding orbs for this whole orb event that everybody is rumored to come out sometime in December. Don't know if that's a great idea, but I'm going for it just to try to complete that and focus down on some other just singular teams right now. So that's where I'm at as far as the total collection power goes. My strongest team is still Guardians. I actually like Guardians because I love the movie. So for me, it's kind of fun to not necessarily always work on the best meta teams, but work on teams that you like as well, too. I'm working on AIM right now because my goal is to get through Villains 1 through 3, 3-starring that, and also Heroes 1 through 3. So I'm going to try to do as much campaign activity as I can and grow with that. So my team hasn't been worked on at all. I would recommend, it's probably a good idea to work on AIM earlier than I did as well. But you can see kind of I unlocked Invisible Woman. I don't think I had her unlocked last video I did. I unlocked Star-Lord. And those are the main legendaries I have. I actually did just unlock Magneto as well, but I haven't worked on him at all. So I'm going to work on my Brotherhood team coming up here soon, but Magneto's way down here at level 30. I just figure he's not a big priority right now, even though I am going to work on him. And I got my Minerva up a little bit more. I've got my symbiotes up to about a 170k team. So after I've done this and 3-star the nodes and getting to where I can farm Hela and stuff, I'm going to go back and work on some gear. To Gear 13, Star-Lord, Symbiote Spider-Man, Invisible Woman. Anything that can help me in Dark Dimension type of thing is what I feel like, because I'm not even really doing Dark Dimension right now. So that's another mode that I've kind of got to get into more. I don't have any Gear 13 characters, so I can't do Dark Dimension 2, and Dark Dimension 1 is so hard because you can only use 6-star characters, right? And I don't have Ultron or anything. So I'm going to leave the video at that. That's kind of where I'm at here. Please comment below. Let me know what you think. If you are a new person to the channel and you are a Marvel Strike Force player, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. I would, if you enjoyed the content and you want to follow it going forward as well. Either way, I thank you so much for watching the video. Please be safe, have fun, be good to each other. Cheers.